But see, when Ali Carter came back and, also addressed it, now that's just dead.
Mm.
They wanted to believe those phonies. They wanted to believe those fakes. Just like they wanted to believe Courtney Burgess, Ariel Kidd, Chris Todd. It's funny. I sat on Piers Morgan and I said, he's going to start little fires everywhere and force everyone else to carry water while he walks away with no response.
Real life.
It ain't real life. Just ain't real.
Real life street stars. You know what time it is.
Diddy, Jay-Z, 50 Cent. We only have a few multi-millionaires, billionaires left. 50 Cent.
Periwinkle Jackson.
Yeah. You've said some things about Curtis in the situation where I thought Curtis was the good guy in all this.
No, he's not.
Damn.
He's just not as bad as they are. Give him time.
Damn.
Give him time and more power. He'll do the same.
So Dash coming to vouch for you. Basically saying that Jaguar Wright, I'm not saying she's wrong. She's saying a lot of stuff that when I was there, he's like, I wouldn't say it, but I was there for a lot of it. And what she's saying took place. When he vouches for you, what do you say to that?
I say common sense is common sense.
Mm.
And I say facts is facts. And I say what's real is what's real.
So Jack, what got you to talking though? Like, aren't you supposed to keep a code and be like, I'm not going to talk about these things?
Fuck
this
them.
Is between...
Fuck they weird ass code.
Okay.
Fuck them all. In their ass.
Did
Just
you
like
always
they
feel
like
like
it.
that? Did you always feel like that? Did you always like?
Yeah, pretty much. I did my best to put on a good face. I tried to say all the right things. I tried not to compromise everybody. I tried. And guess what?
At what moment did it not work? Like, were you like, man?
Sitting with my son's corpse.
Mm.
For what was the question that loomed about my mind? For what?
Jack, can I ask you, when we see you working with the Roots, you got a Coca-Cola commercial, your album's coming out, you're on Songcry with Jay-Z for the MTV Unplugged.
I was on the whole show.
Yeah, at what point?
Thank God, Mary sucks.
Where did the train stop? Like, at what moment did you feel like either you removed yourself or you were removed?
The second that I decided I had to walk away, because I knew if I stayed, I was going to either be unalived or have to unalive.
Wow. It's
when
crazy
it became undeniable that they took Aaliyah, I had to find another way.
Wow. It's crazy you say that because a lot of people are now coming forward. A lot of people are waiting to come forward with the same story that you have, the same stories that you've shared.
Yeah.
And people are so surprised about when you say things. It's like surprise, like what? This can't be true because it's 20 years ago. They feel like this could have never happened, but you lived it, you experienced it, you saw what this industry is.
Yeah.
For those who are so surprised and shocked about what happened in 2001 and 2003 and this could not have happened. Like, just what is your take on those who are just so surprised about
stupidity,
life before social media?
Stupidity. They say I don't have receipts, yet everywhere I point and tell people to go look, they found something that was hidden, thrown down in the algorithm, sitting right there online, right in front of their very faces. I don't really have much feeling about stupidity. It's just stupidity. This country has allowed itself to be engulfed by technology that has done nothing but lead it astray. All this shit happened right in front of their faces. And they paid tickets and top dollar to watch it.
So let me ask you, we just had a total eclipse in Texas this year for the first time in decades. In January 2025, I believe all the planets are going to align like the first time in like forever. They're all going to align together where every planet is going to be
in
on the
this
same
lifetime.
axis. In this lifetime. Do you feel like that says anything about the human, like not the human race, but just more so where we're headed? Like as far as, do you feel like cosmic energy come into play with the way the world is moving by chance?
What do you mean coming?
Oh, that's happening here?
What do you mean coming? It's always been here. People have chosen to ignore it. Things are about to get real and they're not going to be able to ignore it anymore. That's all.
Man, I'm about to go watch Apocalypto one more time.
Yeah, maybe y'all should go watch Don't Look Up too.
right. No, for real. For real.
You know what you did? You made truth-telling very popular, very sexy. What do you think about all the people that are now coming out with these very alluring stories, or we've seen it now? Like, we have a lot of that going on now. What do you
There's
think
going to
about
be a lot more. We just have to pay attention for the fakes. That's all.
Now, when you first started, you do this for the victor. What would be a sign or a tell where you can know that the individual is trying to be what you are, but not being truthful? Like, what should we look for?
Pay attention to what everyone involved has to gain and to lose. And if it looks like the game sits on one side or predominantly on one side, that should be enough to let you know everything you need to know. Period. From the second that Adria English came in, everyone knew it was wrong. But she did have the picture. But when she vouched for Lamisha Fuller and said, yes, that's the girl, game was on. And then all they had to do was wind Lamisha Fuller up, just like one of those little wind-up chickens. And now we're about to watch her fall off the edge of the table. It was easy to see. People didn't want to believe it. That's why they attacked me when I took the air out of her story. But see, when Ali Carter came back and, also addressed it, now that's just dead. They wanted to believe those phonies. They wanted to believe those fakes. Just like they wanted to believe Courtney Burgess, Ariel Kidd, Chris Todd. It's funny. I sat on Piers Morgan and I said, he's going to start little fires everywhere and force everyone else to carry water while he walks away with no response. Isn't that what we've seen happen ever since I did Piers Morgan?
Yeah. Have you been getting any apologies for that? Like,
no, they're still trying to prove me a liar with AI receipts.
Right. Have you gotten any lawsuits from over on that side? Like, hey, we're going to find you. We're going to file, because they're saying lawsuits are coming.
No. Ain't nobody sued. Y'all been knowing me for how long? I've been threatened with how many lawsuits? Like, really?
Come on. So, I'm curious.
Yeah, I'm getting sued and Santa Claus is a woman. Fuck out of here.
Let me ask you, why is it hard for folks to believe that a 13-year-old will be dropped off at the MTV Awards and left alone?
I don't know, because when I was 13, I ran away from home for 4 months.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. versus Epstein having
Kids run away all the time. Why is that so unbelievable?
Epstein have 12-year-olds leaving school to go give him
And fathers
massages.
sell their daughter out for payment from superstars all the time.
And that was a common thing back then.
Yeah.
That was a common thing.
Get the money and tell the kid to, go to school.
Ugh.
Like, I don't, that's what I'm saying. Like, people is worried about all the wrong things.
What should
How
they
about
be
we
worried
stop
about?
worrying about whether or not she's credible and ask ourselves why we don't want to believe that her accusing these people is plausible? What makes them so special that they don't get looked at?
Yeah.
What makes them above reproach? These are human beings. They're capable of anything, just like any human being.
So what you're saying is stop looking at at false idols or our heroes.
Birds of
Start
a
looking
feather
at
flock
every
together.
person
If every
as
last one of his friends is a PDF, of why the fuck can't Mr. Carter be? Y'all people are weird.
humans will be humans.
The way you worship people. Weird.
Jag,
And they sell your soul for a brand new Maybach.
Shout out Reallyfe Street Starz, nigga. Move. Hey.